10 Mindful Thinking Techniques for Personal Growth. Do you ever feel like you're stuck on a hamster wheel? Constantly running but getting nowhere. Life feels chaotic. Your mind is always racing with a to-do list that never ends, and stress has become your most constant, unwelcome companion. You have goals for personal growth. You want to become a better version of yourself, but you just feel stuck, unable to move forward. This constant state of distraction and overwhelm does more than just steal your peace. It completely stalls your personal growth, leaving you feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from what truly matters. It's a frustrating cycle. You want to grow, but the stress of daily life eats up all your energy, leaving nothing left for the real work that growth takes. You can see the person you want to become, but the path from here to there seems impossibly cluttered. But what if I told you that in the next few minutes, you'll discover 10 simple but powerful mindful thinking techniques you can actually use, even on your busiest days. These aren't complex rituals that take up a ton of time. They're practical, accessible tools designed for the reality of modern life. These techniques can bring you immediate calm, create some space in your head, and help you start building the meaningful personal growth you've been looking for. They're the first steps to getting off the hamster wheel and onto a path with purpose. Let's get started. Section 1. Mindful Wake Up. Our first technique starts the very moment your day does. It's called the mindful wake up. So, what's the first thing most of us do when we wake up? We grab our phones. We immediately flood our minds with a stream of emails, notifications, and the highlight reels of other people's lives. We invite the world's chaos into our heads before our feet have even touched the floor. This reactive start creates a reactive day, where we're always responding to what everyone else wants instead of our own inner guide. The mindful wake-up is the perfect antidote. It's about taking back the first few moments of your day for yourself to build a calm and intentional foundation. Before your mind gets hijacked by the digital world, you just take a moment. That's it. Just one moment. Here's how you do it. As you wake up, resist that powerful urge to immediately move or reach for your phone. Instead, just lie there for a minute. Bring your awareness to your body. Feel the warmth of your blankets, the support of the mattress underneath you. Then, take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, feeling your belly rise, and out through your mouth with a gentle sigh. With this quiet moment, you set an intention for the day. An intention isn't another thing to add to your to-do list. It's more like a guiding theme, a single word or a short phrase you want to live by. It could be patience, kindness, focus, or gratitude. For example, you might say to yourself, "My intention today is to be patient with my colleagues and myself." This simple act flips your brain from a reactive mode to a proactive one. Check in with this intention throughout the day. When you feel frustration building, remember patience. When you're talking with a loved one, remember kindness. It acts like a compass, gently guiding your actions and reactions back to a place of conscious choice. This practice doesn't add time to your morning. It adds intention and peace, creating the kind of foundation real growth is built on. Section 2. Mindful Breathing. Our second technique is probably the most essential and easy to use tool you'll ever have. It's mindful breathing. I know, it sounds almost too simple to work, but its power is in that simplicity. Your breath is always with you, an anchor to the present moment that you can use anywhere, anytime. Most of the time, our breathing is on autopilot. We barely notice it, but when we're stressed or anxious, our breathing gets shallow and fast, flipping on our body's fight or flight response. Neuroscience tells us that by consciously slowing and deepening our breath, we can directly influence our nervous system and calm that stress response. It's like having a manual override switch for anxiety. Here's the practice in its simplest form. At any point in your day, whether you're stuck in traffic, waiting for a meeting to start, or feeling overwhelmed, just pause, close your eyes if you can, or just soften your gaze. Turn your attention inward and find your breath. Don't try to change it at first. Just notice it. Notice the feeling of the air entering your nostrils, maybe a little cool. Notice your chest and belly rising with the inhale. Notice the small pause at the top. Then notice the gentle release as you exhale, the air now a bit warmer as it leaves your body. Stay with this for a few breaths. Your mind will wander. It will jump to your to-do list, a conversation from yesterday or what you're having for dinner. This is not a failure. This is the practice. The moment you realize your mind has wandered is a moment of mindfulness. Acknowledge the thought without judging it. A thought about email, and then gently, kindly, bring your attention back to the sensation of your breath. Every time you do this, you're building your focus muscle, strengthening your ability to choose where you put your attention. You don't need to set aside 20 minutes for this. You can practice mindful breathing for just 1 minute, or even for 3 breaths. Those 3 conscious breaths can be enough to break a cycle of anxious thoughts, reset your mind, and help you move forward with more clarity and calm. Section 3. Mindful eating. Our third technique turns one of our most common daily activities into a powerful moment of presence and gratitude. This is mindful eating. In our fast-paced world, eating has often become just another task to check off. We eat at our desks, in our cars, while scrolling on our phones. We eat so quickly and distractedly that we barely taste our food, and we often blow right past our body's signals of hunger and fullness. Mindful eating is the practice of bringing your full, kind awareness to the whole experience of eating. It's about savoring your food, appreciating where it came from, and listening to your body. This not only makes eating more enjoyable, but it also helps you build a healthier relationship with food and your body, which can help prevent overeating and even improve digestion. You can try this with your very next meal, or even just a single snack. First, put away the distractions. Turn off the TV, put your phone on silent and out of sight. Before you take the first bite, just pause, take a couple of deep breaths, look at your food, notice the colors, the shapes, the textures on your plate. If you can, take a moment to think about the journey this food took to get to you: the sun, the soil, the farmer, the driver, the person at the grocery store. This creates a real sense of connection and gratitude. Now, take your first bite, but before you chew, just let the food rest in your mouth for a second. What are the first flavors you notice? Sweet, savory, salty, bitter. As you start to chew, do it slowly. Notice the texture. Is it crunchy, soft, smooth? Try to chew each bite completely. When you swallow, follow the sensation of the food as it moves down to your stomach. Pay attention to your body's signals. Are you still hungry? Are you starting to feel satisfied? Mindful eating isn't about being restrictive. It's about listening respectfully. Notice how your body feels during and after the meal. Do you feel energized, sluggish, content? Trying to do this with every single meal might feel like too much at first, and that's fine. Start small. Pick 1 meal a week, or just the first 5 minutes of your lunch break, to eat mindfully. Or pick a single raisin or a square of chocolate and give it your full attention. By turning the simple act of eating into a meditation, you learn to find moments of peace in the most ordinary parts of your day, and that's a key to lasting personal growth. Section 4. Mindful pause. Life moves at a crazy pace. We jump from one task to the next, from one role to another, with barely a moment to breathe. We get so caught up in a state of doing that we forget to simply be. Our fourth technique, the mindful pause, is designed to interrupt this cycle of just going through the motions. It's a powerful way to shift out of a reactive mindset and into a state of calm, conscious response. The mindful pause is exactly what it sounds like. You create a small, intentional gap in your day to check in with yourself. Think of it like hitting the pause button on the movie of your life for just 30 seconds. In that pause, you create the space you need for personal growth. It's in these small moments of space that we can break old, unhelpful habits and choose to act in ways that are better for us. We know that mindfulness helps us respond to situations instead of just reacting, and the mindful pause puts this idea into action. Putting this into practice is incredibly simple. The key is to set up a reminder, because when we're busy, it's easy to forget. You could set a recurring alarm on your phone for 3 times a day, or you could put a sticky note on your computer monitor, your bathroom mirror, or your car's dashboard with just one word. When you see your reminder, you stop what you are doing. You don't have to go anywhere special or even change your posture. You simply stop, and in that moment of stillness, you quietly ask yourself 3 questions. What's going on in my mind right now? Notice your thoughts without getting tangled up in them. Are they racing, critical, focused? Just observe them like they're clouds passing in the sky. What am I feeling in my body right now? Do a quick scan of your body. Is there tension in your shoulders? A tightness in your jaw? A flutter in your stomach? You don't need to fix it, just notice it. Awareness is always the first step. What am I feeling emotionally right now? Try to put a name to the emotion. Are you feeling frustrated, content, anxious, bored? Just naming the feeling can often lessen its power over you. After this brief check-in, take 1 conscious breath, and then get back to your day. This whole process takes less than a minute, but the effects build up over time. By regularly pausing, you interrupt the momentum of unconscious stress. You bring awareness to how you're really doing, which is the most critical step toward living a more intentional life. It's a small habit that creates the space you need to grow. Section 5. The body scan. So much of our stress, anxiety, and unprocessed emotion isn't just in our heads, it's stored in our bodies. We clench our jaws when we're angry, tense our shoulders when we're stressed, and hold a knot in our stomach when we're nervous. We're often so disconnected from our physical selves that we don't even notice this tension until it shows up as chronic pain or discomfort. Our fifth technique, the body scan, is a way to systematically reconnect with your body, release that stored tension, and find a deep sense of physical and mental calm. The body scan is a major part of well-respected mindfulness programs, like mindfulness-based stress reduction, because it's so effective at lowering stress and increasing body awareness. It's all about bringing your attention, part by part, to your entire body and just noticing the sensations you find, without any judgment. To practice the body scan, find a comfortable position, either lying on your back on a mat or your bed, or sitting up straight in a chair. Close your eyes and take a few moments to settle in, bringing your awareness to your breath. Then, bring your attention all the way down to your feet. Start with the toes on your left foot. You don't have to wiggle them or do anything. Just bring your full, curious attention there. Can you feel each toe individually? Notice any sensations: tingling, warmth, coolness, numbness, or maybe nothing at all. Whatever you find is okay. Just stay there for a few breaths. Then, slowly, begin to move your attention up your body, to the sole of your left foot, your heel, the top of your foot, your ankle. Then move to your lower leg, your knee, your thigh, and your hip. As you focus on each part, you just notice the sensations. If you find an area of tension or discomfort, you can try breathing into that area. Imagine your inhale bringing fresh oxygen and space to that spot, and your exhale gently carrying away some of the tightness. After you've scanned your entire left leg, do the same thing with your right leg. Then move your attention through your hips, your lower back, your stomach, your chest. Scan your upper back and your shoulders where so many of us hold our stress. Move your focus down each arm, to your hands, all the way to your fingertips. Finally, bring your awareness to your neck, your face, your jaw, your eyes, and the very top of your head. Once you have scanned your entire body, take a moment to feel your body as a whole, just breathing. This practice can take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. Remember, it's not about trying to feel a certain way. It's about paying attention. The body scan teaches you to listen to your body's quiet language, releasing physical stress you didn't even know you were carrying, and helping you build a kinder relationship with yourself. We're halfway through our 10 techniques. We've covered waking up with intention, anchoring with our breath, eating with awareness, pausing during our day, and scanning our body for tension. And these are all powerful tools. I'd love to know, which of these first 5 techniques are you most drawn to? Is there one you're excited to try first? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing what you're learning really helps everyone in this community grow together. Now, let's get to our next technique. Section 6. Mindful movement. When we think of mindfulness, we often picture someone sitting perfectly still in silent meditation. But mindfulness isn't about being still. It's about being aware. Our 6th technique, mindful movement, shatters the myth that you have to be stationary to be present. It's about bringing that same non-judgmental attention from a sitting practice into the movements of your daily life. So many of us move on autopilot. We walk from the car to the office completely lost in thought about an upcoming meeting. We do a morning stretch while already planning our day. Mindful movement invites us to actually live in these activities, to be present in our bodies as they move. This can turn boring activities into a chance for meditation and deepen the mind-body connection during exercise like yoga or tai chi. Let's use a simple walk as an example. You can practice this on your way to the bus stop, during your lunch break, or on a walk around your neighborhood. As you start walking, first, bring your attention to your breath for a moment, just to anchor yourself. Then, shift your awareness to your body. Notice the feeling of your feet hitting the ground. Feel the heel strike, the rolling of your foot, and the push off from your toes. You don't need to change how you walk. You're just bringing a curious awareness to it. Notice the rhythm of your steps and the gentle swing of your arms. Feel the air on your skin. Is it warm or cool? Can you feel a breeze? Expand your awareness out to your surroundings. Notice the sounds, the distant traffic, a bird singing, the rustle of leaves. Acknowledge them without labeling them as good or bad. They are simply the soundtrack of this present moment. Notice the sights, the color of the sky, the shape of the trees, the patterns on the sidewalk. Your mind will wander. That's a guarantee. When it does, just gently guide it back. You can use the feeling of your feet on the ground as your anchor, just like you use your breath in a sitting meditation. Each time you bring your focus back, you're strengthening your mindfulness muscle. This practice can be applied to any movement. You can do mindful stretching, focusing on the feeling of your muscles lengthening. You can do mindful yoga, paying close attention to the shift between poses. You can even wash the dishes mindfully, feeling the warmth of the water on your hands and the slick texture of the soap. Mindful movement teaches us that personal growth and presence aren't just for a meditation cushion. They can be found in every single step we take. Section 7. Active listening. In a world full of distractions, one of the greatest gifts we can give another person is our full, undivided attention. Our 7th technique, active listening, takes the practice of mindfulness and turns it outward into our relationships. It's about listening not just with your ears, but with your whole being. This one practice can radically change the quality of your connections, creating deeper understanding, empathy, and trust. Think about it. How often, in a conversation, are we truly listening? More often we're half listening while the other part of our brain is busy thinking up a response, waiting for our turn to talk, judging what the other person is saying, or trying to relate it back to our own life. We hear the words, but we miss the person. That's passive hearing, not active listening. Active listening is when you consciously decide to set aside your own inner chatter and be completely present with the speaker. It takes intention and practice. Here's how you can work on it. The next time you're talking with someone, set the intention to listen actively. First, put away distractions. Put your phone down, turn away from your computer. Make gentle eye contact to show that you're engaged. As the other person speaks, bring your awareness to their words. Listen to what they're saying, of course, but also listen to the tone of their voice. What emotions can you hear behind the words? Notice their body language. What is it communicating? You're not trying to analyze or diagnose them. You're just opening yourself up to receive their entire message. The most important and toughest part is to notice your own internal commentary. When you catch yourself forming a reply or getting lost in your own thoughts, gently guide your attention back to the speaker. The goal isn't to never have your own thoughts, but to not let those thoughts pull you away from the moment you're sharing with this person. Resist the urge to interrupt with your own story or to offer a solution unless they ask for it. Your presence is often more powerful than your advice. A helpful tool here is to occasionally reflect back what you're hearing, not by repeating them like a parrot, but by summarizing the core of what they've said. You might say, "So, it sounds like you're feeling really frustrated by the lack of communication on your team." This shows you're really hearing them and gives them a chance to clarify or say more. Practicing active listening doesn't just make the other person feel seen and valued, it benefits you, too. It quiets your own mental noise, allows you to learn from other people's perspectives, and deepens your relationships. It's a profound act of mindfulness that builds real connection, which is a huge part of personal growth. Section 8. Observing your Our minds are often so busy with the past and the future replaying what went wrong, or worrying about what might happen, that we completely miss the world that is right in front of us. Our 8th technique, observing yours, is a simple but powerful practice for grounding yourself in the present moment by using the world around you as your anchor. It's a way to step out of the chaotic story in your head and into the direct experience of right now. This technique is especially helpful when you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or stuck in a negative thought loop. It works by shifting your attention from your internal thoughts to your external senses, which can instantly break the momentum of stress and worry. It's a kind of on-the-spot meditation that you can do anywhere. Let's say you're sitting at your desk, feeling stressed. Pause for a moment. Deliberately look around the room as if you've never seen it before. Start by noticing 5 things you can see. Don't just glance at them, really see them. Notice the deep green color of the plant in the corner. See the intricate grain of the wood on your desk. Observe the way the light catches the dust floating in the air. Notice the exact shape of your coffee mug and the subtle reflection on its surface. Next, shift your awareness and notice 4 things you can feel. Feel the solidness of the chair supporting you. Notice the texture of your clothes against your skin. Feel the warmth of your laptop under your fingertips. Maybe you can feel a slight breeze from a vent. Then, listen for 3 things you can hear. Try to tune your ears past the most obvious sound. Maybe you can hear the low hum of your computer, the distant sound of traffic, and the sound of your own quiet breathing. Next, notice 2 things you can smell. This might be more subtle. Perhaps you can smell the faint aroma of your coffee, or the scent of soap on your hands. Finally, Notice one thing you can taste. Maybe it's the lingering taste of your morning tea, or just the simple taste of your own mouth. This technique, often called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise, systematically walks you through your senses, pulling your awareness out of the messy world of thought and firmly into the real, tangible present. You can't be lost in worry about the future when you are fully focused on the details of right now. It's a powerful reminder that, in this moment, you are okay. It's a practice that anchors you, calms your nervous system, and gives you the clarity to take the next step. Section 9. The 3-minute breathing space. Life is full of moments where we suddenly feel overwhelmed. A stressful email lands in your inbox, a conflict flares up out of nowhere, or you're just hit by a wave of anxiety. In these moments, we tend to react on autopilot as our stress response takes over. Our 9th technique, the 3-minute breathing space, is a structured, fast-acting tool designed for exactly these challenging moments. It acts like an emergency brake for your mind, allowing you to step out of the storm and into a space of clarity. This technique is a core practice in mindfulness-based cognitive therapy because it's so effective at helping people manage their emotions and stop negative thought spirals. It's a mini meditation you can do anywhere, and it builds a bridge from a state of reactive turmoil to one of mindful awareness. It has 3 distinct steps, each lasting about a minute. Step 1. Awareness. The moment you feel that sense of being overwhelmed, sit or stand in a way that feels upright and dignified. Close your eyes. If that feels comfortable, for this first minute, ask yourself, what is my experience right now? Acknowledge the thoughts swirling in your mind. Just see them as mental events. Acknowledge the feelings that are present. Can you name the emotion? Is it anger, fear, sadness? And acknowledge the sensations in your body. Is there tightness, heat, or shake? You are simply taking a mental snapshot of your inner world without trying to change a thing. Step 2. Gathering. Now, for the second minute, gently narrow your focus. Bring all of your attention to the physical sensations of your breath. Zero in on the part of your body where you feel the breath most clearly. Maybe it's the rise and fall of your stomach or the cool air at your nostrils. Use the breath as an anchor to ground you in the present. Your mind will still try to pull you back into the storm of thoughts. Each time it does, just gently and firmly guide it back to the breath. This gathering of your attention helps steady your mind. Step 3. Expanding. For the final minute, let your awareness expand again. Allow it to include your whole body, as if your entire body is breathing. Feel all the sensations in your body, any tightness, softness, or tingling. If you notice difficult sensations in the first minute, bring your awareness to that area with a sense of gentle curiosity. Then, expand your awareness even further to include the space around you, the sounds, the air. You are now holding your entire experience here, thoughts, feelings, and body in a broader, more spacious awareness. After the 3 minutes, open your eyes. You have created a breathing space, a moment of clarity. From here you can choose how to move forward with your day, rather than being driven by that initial gut reaction. This small practice can have a huge impact on your ability to handle life's challenges with a bit more grace. Section 10. Journaling. Our final technique takes mindfulness from a fleeting moment in your mind and puts it onto the written page. It's mindful journaling. While any kind of journaling can be a useful way to express yourself, mindful journaling is the specific practice of bringing non-judgmental awareness to your thoughts and feelings as you explore them through writing. It's a way to have a conversation with yourself, to make sense of your experiences, and to uncover insights that truly fuel your personal growth. The mind can often feel like a tangled mess of thoughts, feelings, and half-formed ideas. Trying to sort them out in your head can be like trying to untangle a necklace in the dark. The act of writing actually slows down your mind and forces you to be clearer. It gets the thoughts out of your head and onto the paper, allowing you to look at them with more objectivity and kindness, much like observing clouds in the sky. There are many ways to practice mindful journaling, and there's no right or wrong way. It's about finding what works for you. Here are a few ideas you can try. One powerful technique is a simple thought download. Just set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes, and write. Don't censor yourself. Don't worry about grammar or spelling or making sense. The goal is just to get the contents of your mind out onto the paper. You might be surprised by what comes out. After the time is up, you can read it back with a sense of gentle curiosity, noticing any patterns or underlying feelings. Another approach is to use prompts to guide you. You could ask yourself questions like, what am I grateful for right now, in this very moment? This helps you cultivate appreciation. When did I feel most alive and present today? This helps you see what truly energizes you. What was a challenging emotion I felt today, and where did I feel it in my body? This builds emotional and physical awareness. What is one small, kind thing I can do for myself tomorrow? This encourages self-compassion. A key part of this is the mindful part. As you write, notice the urge to judge yourself. If you write about a mistake you made, notice that inner critic that chimes in. Acknowledge it, and then consciously choose to treat yourself with the same kindness you'd give a good friend. This practice of self-compassion is absolutely essential for personal growth. You don't need a fancy notebook, and you don't need to write for hours. Even 5 minutes a day can create a powerful habit of mindful journaling creates a record of your journey, helping you see your progress, process your challenges, and consciously write the next chapter of your own growth story. And there you have it, 10 powerful, practical mindful thinking techniques to bring more calm, clarity, and intention to your life. We started with a mindful wake-up, setting a clear direction for your day. We learned to anchor ourselves with mindful breathing. We transformed a daily routine with mindful eating. We created space with a mindful pause. We reconnected with our bodies using the body scan. We found meditation in motion with mindful movement. We deepened our relationships with active listening. We grounded ourselves by observing us. We learned to handle tough moments with a 3-minute breathing space. And finally, we cultivated self-awareness with mindful journaling. Think of these not as a list of rules to follow, but as a toolkit. You now have 10 different tools you can pull from to navigate your life. You don't have to master them all at once. The journey of personal growth always starts with a single, small step. If you found this guide helpful, please take a moment to give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe for more content on living a more intentional and fulfilling life. Your support helps this community grow, and if you know someone who is feeling stuck or overwhelmed, sharing this video might make a real difference for them. Remember, personal growth isn't a destination you arrive at one day. It's not a final achievement to be unlocked. It's a continuous practice, a daily commitment to showing up for yourself with awareness and kindness. The goal of mindfulness is not to empty your mind or to get rid of all difficult thoughts and feelings. The goal is simply to be present with whatever is happening, without judging it. The techniques we've discussed today are just ways to practice being present. Start small. Pick one technique that stood out to you and try to bring it into your life this week. Be consistent, but also be kind to yourself. There will be days you forget. There will be times your mind feels impossibly busy. That's okay. That is part of the practice. Just begin again. You have the power to get off the hamster wheel. You have the ability to change your inner world, one mindful moment at a time. Thank you for investing this time in yourself.